Yo, what's up, everybody on YouTube network around the world? Well, that's the other me. So, folks, what's up, everybody? Welcome, hockey fans. This is my first hockey broadcast of the season. Well, the season got off to a flying start. A shortened 48-game season for all 30 teams. I mean, the games have been interesting. I mean, I watched San Jose Vancouver last night, and I watched a little bit of the Minnesota St. Louis game. It was a very good game. I caught the highlights of Winnipeg and the Islanders. It went straight. And it was a great goal fest. I mean, the total, I think, 8, 9, 7 goals in that game. 5-4 final for Winnipeg over the Islanders. I mean, the Islanders have looked amazing this year. Winnipeg have just been playing out of their mind. You look what Marleru's done with San Jose. I mean, the guy got to 9 goals. He's setting some records that since 1917. It's just amazing. And to see what the Chicago Blackhawks are doing is amazing. You know, I've watched this game for a long time, folks, and to be able to talk some hockey, it feels good. I mean, I know a lot of the fans across the country, across the world, really miss the game of hockey. So it's good to be able to talk some hockey again, folks. You know, we've seen some great players retire, like Lidstrom, Thomas Holmstrom before the season started. I mean, there's been a lot of movement recently. A recent move I think the Rangers tried to do was sign Jason Arnott, but he failed the physical. It sucks. But I still think he'll probably sign with the Rangers, St. Louis Blues, or the Vancouver Canucks because they need help. They need it now. If you're going to win the Stanley Cup in this amount of time, you got to have the right team, the right chemistry, the right movement. And I think the teams that got players through the compliance buyout phase, Scott Gomez going to San Jose, and Ray Redden scored last night his second goal of the season with the St. Louis Blues. And hey, and one thing I loved what St. Louis did before the game was they sent a message out to the Musial families. Stan the Man Musial died recently at the beginning of the year, him and Earl Weaver. So in his honor, they all wore number 6 before the game, and it was pretty cool. They skated around the ice, and in St. Louis, you know, that's the home of Stan the Man, dude. You know, rest in peace, Stan. He's still the man, dude. Stan the Man Musial. I always remember this guy. One of the greatest hitters of all time, no doubt about it. Rest in peace, Danny. We move on with the hockey. I mean, there's been some rumors cooking recently. Jamie Benn recently signed with Dallas, 5 years, $27 million. A good deal. I don't even think he's near arbitration yet. You know, he's still young, he's just getting out his entry-level contract. Then you got PK Subban looking to get a big-time deal. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen next, but from what I've been hearing, Montreal's going to try to re-sign him, but if they don't, they'll probably move him. So don't be surprised to see maybe the Flyers or even the Maple Leafs try to make a run at PK Subban. They might offer him offer sheet, or they might just straight up make a trade. And don't be surprised to see Sean Couturier. This is a rumor I'm throwing out there. I think Couturier, 100%, I'm for sure he'll be traded for either Luongo or he'll be traded for PK Subban. I can guarantee you this is what's probably going to happen. If the Flyers keep losing, Vancouver lose again, I think they're going to trade Luongo. And I think he's going to Philly. There's been talk of Edmonton, but they do not want to trade him to a rival. I've been hearing the newspapers, everything, even hearing San Jose's name come up. But, you know, San Jose's playing so good right now, they're not going to get Luongo. Chicago's not going to get Luongo. There's only 3 teams I think Luongo might end up with. Toronto Maple Leafs, number 1. Number 2, Philadelphia. Number 3, Florida. If Florida keep losing, don't be surprised to see them acquire Luongo and get Vancouver to pay up half of his contract just to make the deal go down and go through. So just to get a top prospect they want to get out of Florida and maybe take some money out of that team, eat up some cash, I guess. There's talk there too. So I won't be surprised to see, you know, maybe the Islanders making a move here. You know, there's teams that are going to make some trades. The Maple Leafs, the Islanders, Philadelphia, Nashville. I mean, they're horrible this season. I don't think they even have a win this season. I think they could be probably making a move. Maybe go sign Jason Arnott. I mean, Arnott's still a free agent. He failed his physical. So maybe he'll pass his physical when he goes to the Nashville Predators. So I still expect to happen. I think the the movement should start to happen soon here. I mean, the trade deadline is April 3rd, so I expect to see some movement happening here, guys and guys and gals out there around the world. I mean, hockey's just been good. It's been good to see some hockey again. I mean, it's so long we haven't seen it, and it's just been fast-paced. The NHL's come back with flurry. The fans have come back. The fans are pleased with the product so far, and we're seeing lots of goals. I mean, goalies are just giving up goals they never really give up. That's just because of the rust, and you're seeing it across the league. You look at the Kings; they haven't looked like champions this year. Canucks haven't looked like the Vancouver Canucks this year, President's Trophy champs. Doesn't mean anything really. Well, still means something, but they haven't looked like the Vancouver Canucks. True, they have injuries to Kessler and Booth. I think they might move Booth. I don't know what's going to happen there, but hey, that's what happens. The teams are going to make moves, and there's still the rumors of Jerome McGinley maybe getting moved. Don't think it's going to happen. He'll be with the Flames for the rest of the season, and I predict they will sign him to a 3-year deal for big money. I don't know much, but big money. And there's some talk. I was listening to the Fan 590 this morning, watching on television, with Nick Kyprios, Doug McLean, and Darren Millard, where there's sort of talk Philip Kessel maybe getting moved, but I doubt that's going to happen. I don't see the Leafs moving him. If they're out of the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if they listen to some takers for Philip Kessel, and watch out for the Boston Bruins. I think he'd be a good fit there, or the Washington Capitals. If they keep losing Washington, I can see them maybe taking a run at Roberto Luongo. I think they'll give up the moon to get the guy. And would Luongo approve a deal to Washington? There's no guarantee, but it's a winning team, and he'd be the man going forward. 10-year deal, or 9 more years on his contract. I think that'd be a perfect deal for both Vancouver and the Washington Capitals. I just don't see that happening, but anything's possible in the National Hockey League. Anything still is possible. And another player that's really caught my eye in the last few weeks has been Daniel Winneck of the Anaheim Ducks. I mean, playing with players like Timo Solani and Saku Koivu. I mean, this guy is scoring goals like I've never seen someone score goals before. He's just been on fire. He has really been in a zone. When you have players like marleru, you have players like Winneck, scoring goals the way they are, and Marian Hossa, it is sweet. I mean, it's a shortened season, it's true. Players are really rusty, but in the end, when you're seeing great goals like that, you got to be very, very proud of them. It's sweet to see. Goals are back. Games are back. Super Bowl's this weekend. You know what? Got to go with the Ravens. It's been a good run, the playoffs so far. Watching the Broncos get defeated by the Ravens was nice. I mean, 49ers beating Packers, I was surprised. I thought the Packers would win that one. Seattle came close to beating the Falcons. The Falcons just showed pure heart. And them losing to 49ers is a surprise to me. I think Falcons should have won that game. But you know what? That's what happens. Sometimes in life, you got to have a little bit of luck. And in this game, you need luck. You need a little bit of bounce go your way, bounce go the other way. But sometimes that's what happens. And I caught a little bit of the UFC. It looks like Rampage Jackson, Quentin Rampage Jackson, fought his last fight in the UFC. And he lost against Glover Teixeira. Got beat down, guys. It sucks, I hope he fights again. There's been some rumors that he might be going to Bellator, or maybe Japan. So I think maybe Bellator. So keep watching, folks. And King Mo, I think he won his recent fight recently, last Thursday on Spike TV. He did pretty good. And I watched a title fight a couple weeks ago on Bellator. It was awesome. It's good fights, man. Some of those young guys in Bellator are pretty good. With Strikeforce dissolving now, most of those fighters will probably go to UFC. Some might go to Bellator. Some might just not fight at all. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting run here. UFC 1 something's coming up with Frankie Edgar and Jose Aldo. So that one should be good this weekend on Saturday. So I think it's at 154, 155, UFC 155, so it should be good. This year is supposed to be good for the UFC. I mean, you got GSP against Nick Diaz. You got Overeem going up against Bigfoot Silva this year. And you got a super fight probably going to happen. Not with Silva and GSP, but, might have another super fight. Maybe, Josh Barnett going up against, who knows? I mean, Bigfoot Silva, Overeem, Velasquez, Santos. I mean, who knows? They could throw anybody Josh Barnett's way, but I think that would be a super fight whenever he gets a chance to fight in the UFC, and it's going to come real soon here, folks. So that's what I'm hearing. Just keep watching your hockey, folks. It's been good. It's good to be back, and we'll see you again for NHL Today 2013 on this awesome day of Monday, January 28th, 2013. Mark Spencer saying bye-bye. We'll see you in the future.